Right, do that. Do the boring bit. Do the files. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Is it on? Yeet. Yeah. Okay, good. Oh, oh. So. Meow. This one. This one. This one. So it's a little towel buddy last time. I think we can do without the what do you call it? The Discord link. I think we can do without that. Save that. Right, slap on this. I want that cup of coffee though. Coffee. Close the door. Oh, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Come on, sit down already, table. Jesus, just sit yourself down, buddy. You earned it. Come on. Oh. Okay. Ugh. I need these. Right, I did my wet palette yesterday, so it should be fine today. Yeah, buddy. Finally. Took me almost 4 minutes to do all that shizness. Dear Lord. Ah, yes, there we go. Much better. Here we are. Oh, much better. Right, let's blue tack. Where's my blue tack? Let's blue tack over the viewers, the likes, and the donations. Let's just cover that up. We don't need to know that. It ruins my chi. There we go. It's much better not knowing. Much better not knowing. How are we doing? Oh, I want to say how are we doing. People will talk if they wanted. Oh, so much better. Tell you what, guys, exercise sucks ass every single time I have to do it without fail. But once you accept that exercise is meant to suck ass, that you're meant to tax your body, and that you feel all right afterwards, as soon as you accept that, you can well, it never gets easier. I'm always trying to make little deals with myself to not have to exercise, but having the understanding is somewhat helpful. Right, I notice I'm crushing a few cables down here. Right, we can finally paint. Hello. Me. So we've got the Steelers, we've got the Terminators. You know what? I think I might just crack on with some Ushabati Bones, and do those. I think I'll just do these guys. Let's put something on to listen to. Much better. Ah, it's nice to be on. Every time I get on a stream, it's like a little win. It's like a little well done, table. You've done your bits and bobs. Because I mean, I do it to myself. I make these little plans and schedules that I have to keep in my mind. No one else is putting these schedules on me. I'm doing them to myself. But I just couldn't tell you why I do it. Why is that not? I just want my oh no, come on, there we go, that's what I want. Oh, a lot of fudging about, isn't there, table? I just had to turn the stream on though. I had to get it turned on and start, you know, otherwise I'd be starting now if I waited to set up and stuff. It's just part nature of the beast, isn't it, really? Ooh, what should I watch? I was watching Jack Reacher, but that's all but finished. I need something garbage that I can have on the background, but that I won't fully watch. You know, just something for background noise. You know what I mean by a background film? Troy is a very good background film. That's a very, very good background film. I need another background film. The Negotiator. Bingo! That is a fantastic background film. And I love how they always refer to themselves by their full names. It's like, because what was it? Because, what was his name? Let's just say it's John Martin. He's like, because Johnny Roman was just about liking you. It's such a bad film. All right, let's actually paint. That was the whole point. But there's so many good, terrible lines in The Negotiator. It's so good. It's perfect background film. Na 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 na. Okay, clearly I'm a bit of a fan. Finally, get on the list of Terminators. So we're doing Purity Seals. Do you know what another good background film is? Blown Away. Amazing film. Tommy Lee Jones steals the show in that one. Absolutely amazing film. This is going on. So I just need to just roughly get it because it's going to be inked. I'm going to take one ear out of my headphones as well, so I'm not shouting at you guys. Oh. Danny Roman, that's his name. Danny Roman. Danny Roman was just starting to like you, Simon Squazzleberry, using your full name in every opportunity. Danny Roman. Much better. I tell you what, guys, do some dog awful horrible exercise. Lift until you feel nauseous, and then jump in a super cold shower. You feel great afterwards. I don't know what it is, but there's something about it. Yeah, awful workout followed by a cold shower. None of it's pleasant, but you feel great afterwards. Did that perfect, didn't I? Let's go ahead and do this one. Do. Is it? Oh, that was a bit of a mess. You know what? I'm going to leave that. If I end up putting grey on, I can just paint over that. It's a shame about Kevin Spacey. He was a pretty good actor, but then he was a bit grabby, from what I understand. Oh, right, one done. So you can see that this one was base coated differently. This is one of the very early Terminators that I had before I hadn't fully worked out the colours. You can see that it looks like it's a Null Oil base, not a Griffin Charger grey. But that's alright. You exist as you're part of the gang. I think my army's going to be all Terminators. I think that's what my army's going to be. I just want to rock Terminators. I like how chonky they are. Ooh. Why are Terminators so lovely, man? Why are they so delicious? Where? No purity seal? No. These waist pads here with the little skull and crosshair are really cool. I like these a lot. Oh. Ink will fix that, it's fine. Oh man, I love coffee. So this is one of the earliest Terminators I painted that I got completed back when I was liking yellow. I was thinking of painting over these yellows, but then I think I'm going to leave them as a reminder of what I did. I could paint over it, make it more uniform, but I'm not going to do that to this guy. I'm going to leave him as is. But I am going to paint. I saw a skull that wasn't painted here. This skull here needs a little bit of paint there, and then the one on his chest plate needs a little bit of something. There we go. Whilst I'm here, I might put a little bit more on there. That one's okay as well. Maybe just a little bit more pigment whilst I'm here, and that's it. Okay. Hey Doc, how's it going, man? How you doing, buddy? You're the first person to chat. I was starting to think I maybe mucked up some settings. Yeah, but you're UK housing, man. I was having this conversation just this morning with my mum. I was 2 weeks ago when I went back to the UK. I was shocked at how cold it was indoors, especially in the morning. I sat on the toilet seat and I was like, "Whoa, what's going on?" It's the insulation. It's UK insulation. It's not a priority. Yeah, it's not a priority. That's something I've definitely got used to. I was a little puss when I was back in the UK. I was like, "Oh, it's too chilly inside." Oh, yeah, that's right. You're above the garage. Yeah, you're double screwed. Yeah, it just bleeds. Just bleeds warmth, doesn't it? Just bleeds. Yeah, it's horrible. Above a garage as well is double bum. Well, as long as it's dry though, isn't it? It's maybe snow, but it's not wet. Surely it's dry. Although two could be moist. But yeah, I know snow. I know UK snow. Like you get a centimetre of snow and everything shuts down. I get it. I used to live there. I get it. Yeah. It's just if it's snowing and it's above zero, then it can be quite wet snow. But if it's below zero, then it's dry cold, which I much prefer to soggy cold. Dark, can we open up that big brain of yours? Fabric for these guys. What colours? What colours for the fabric? Do I want them to stand out, or I know you gave me like a ballpark series of options, but an actual colour combination would be swell. If a rough gist of what we could do. Do we want it to stand out, or do we want it to blend in? You know, do we want to make it a thing, or do we want it to just be by the by? Okay, so it sounds like just a brown with a highlight. I could do ogre trousers. We could do this. Is this too bright, do you think? If we did that? Is that too bright? Won't be too bright. Darker brown. Yeah, okay. I'll find a dark brown. I'm sure I've got a super dark brown. Any purity seals on this guy? No. I love Terminators, man. I absolutely love Terminators. Yeah. When I was living in London, I was living in Brixton, and I lived in the attic of a 4-story building. So it was a house on the first 3 floors, and then I had the attic. And the attic was awful. It was so cold, so crazy cold. I'd be in like so many blankets. And the floor below mine, I could sort of use. It had like a little kitchen and stuff, but mostly I was just in the top bit. But it was, it was so cold. It was just awful, awful place. Yeah, practically a slum. But I was in Brixton, so short walk, and I'm in all the fun stuff. But yeah, Brixton's a scary place, especially at night. I'd look out my little rooftop window. I'd see gangs. But that's a long time ago. That's 2010. Yeah, 25 to 4. That's about the usual gist of it with duvets. Just climb back in. Just cancel your whole day. Just get back in the duvet. If you've got a packet of biscuits, crack those open. And then that's your day. Just do that. I feel you, buddy. Hey, Matt. How's it going? How's it going, Matt? I was hoping you'd hop on, actually. There is more plot to the Vespid story. Orc Marine? Huh? Have I shown you my Orcs in Mega Armor? I should really crack on with those. Where is he hiding? Just regular Terminator. Ah, right, okay. I'll show you my equivalent. Hang on, I'm gonna find it. I need to wash that brush anyway. Let me find my my orc in Mega Armor. He's definitely up here somewhere, I'm sure of it. Let me just look. He's really chunky, so I shouldn't be able to miss him. Is it just me, or do you guys enjoy sniffing glued models? There's something really satisfying about the smell. I hope that's not solvent abuse that I'm advocating for. No, he's not in there. Oh, okay, I don't know where my orc is. Did I put him back in the cabinet? I don't think I did. No, I don't know where he is. That's a pity. Oh, that's a pity. I don't know where he is, sorry. I have my killer can, though. That's here. Let me show you that. It's got some orky bits on. That's one of my orcs. Bung, bung, bung. He's got some stripes on. Yeah, I like orcs. I just struggle painting them. Like, getting muck to not look neat is tough. I really want to show you the orc in Mega Armor, but I don't know where I've put him. I'm a big fan of opening a window from time to time. Yep, very much so. It's lovely. When it's cold enough here, you can open the window and you can see the cold air rushing in. Like, when you breathe out in cold weather, it's lovely. It's actually really nice, Matt. I like the cold. It's really refreshing. I do like it. I like that the seasons here are very season. You get hot summers, but you get cold winters. I like it. I like it a lot. England's just too mild and soggy for most of the year. It's too mild and soggy. Here you get like a little bit of soggy autumn. That's really horrible because it's cold. There's a cold bite to the soggy. So you get soaked, but it's got a cold, grim bite. But then as soon as the snow's hit and you start hitting below zeros, everything's really dry. You get caked in snow, but you just brush it off before you go indoors and you're not wet. It's great. Okay, so, yeah, we were talking about Vespids, right, Matt? Now, I have vowed not to buy any more Warhammer, right? I vowed this. And as a result, the two places I normally check for bargains are Vinted, which is admittedly an app for clothes, but they sell Warhammer on there, right? And then the other one is the Finnish version, which is called Tori. Okay, so I checked these two secondhand seller places for Warhammer, and I stopped, right? And I stopped looking, right? Stopped looking. I was like, not buying anymore, stopped looking, don't look. Yesterday, talking about Vespids, I was like, oh, I haven't bought anything in ages. I could just look. I'll just look at what's on there. I haven't looked in ages. And sure enough, there was hundreds and hundreds of listings, new listings. And I was like, you know what? I'll have a look through. And I found two things that have made me go, brr. One was one is the Kill Team box where you get the Vespids, the Terrain, and then the Jump Pack Guard, which I was like, brr. Right, that was one. I was like, oh, I want it, but no, I must, because I'm spending money I don't have at the moment. I've got a Vinted page, but stuff's not selling in any way in the amounts that I would need, right? I'm about a third of the way towards the Vespers box, right? It's like High Volcus or something, right? It's that one. And I was like, oh, perfect. But then I also saw that there's a box of the Crux Terminatus going. And I was like, oh no, which is the Terminators. Now, if I bought this one box, that's my Terminator army complete, right? So I was considering trying to sell stuff on here. Like, what if I sold Warhammer stupid cheap and then sold it through Vinted to people on here? But everyone on here is in the same situation as me. We're poor people. Not to put too fine a point on it, but we're poor people. So I decided against it. But I was looking at the Vespids again, and like you give, when some of them got the helmets on, they're just pure white. Do those pure white, base coat in white, and you can have some orangey yellow Vespids. It'd be lovely. No, it's not a Terminator Kill Team. It's the Crux Terminatus box set, where you get like Assault Terminators, regular Terminators, the Terminator Ancient, Chaplain, Lord, but it's 200 euros for that, and it's just about 100 for the Volcus. So me being the naive little dreamer that I am, I was like, yeah, it's fine, just sell 300 euros of Warhammer within 2 hours, and then you can buy those table. That's how my brain works. So I never knew there was a Terminator Kill Team. There's a Terminator Kill Team? Oh, on more positive news, I realised that I can make my my Techno Barbarian army. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with DIY time. Yeah, so I was looking at it just before I went to bed because I got a taste for it. Because I checked Tori, I checked Vinted. I was like, ooh, let me look at some other models. So I went to my go-to, which is Wayland Games, and I had a look on there at their prices. And my Techno Barbarians will just be a mix of Necromunda gangs. They will be my Techno Barbarians. Because, like, a lot of them fit. However, if I'm using Techno Barbarians, I need somebody for them to fight against. There's no Thunder Warriors. And I thought maybe I've got a lot of Stormcast, but their armor's too medieval and not enough barbarian-y. Plus, the Thunder Warriors' shoulder pads are very distinct and unique. And I thought of using Mark 1 armor, but then Mark 1 armor is back when what they called Thunder Warrior armor. So I don't have all the pieces of the puzzle. So if I was to make a Thunder Warrior army, a Techno Barbarian army, it would just be for funsies. It would just be funsies, giggles and shits. But I kind of like the idea of having Techno Barbarians, because I could also use them as Necromunda squads as and when I felt like it, but then I've got some Techno Barbarians. I love the Unification of Earth era. I love the idea of that. I also found out that a friggin' Thunder Warrior survived. And not just any Thunder Warrior, a Thunder Warrior of note survived. When all the Custodes and Marines came out and were like, you know what? Your time's done. But Thunder Warriors were bigger and stronger. They just kind of rotted fast. Those poor little buggers. Poor big buggers. But yeah, so that's the recent developments. So I have to stop checking the old Vintage and Tories. Got to stop. Because I can't justify buying any of it at the moment. If I can find my towel, can I kick a towel idea past you, Matt? I need to stop checking. Can't justify spending even $20 because I promised myself I wouldn't. You are in the exact same situation as me. I promised myself I wouldn't. That's the thing. I promised myself. And like, the only way to do it is to not check, I found. That's the only way I've managed to not do it. Is to just don't even check. Don't even check in the first place. Now I'm pretty sure my towel have a lid on, so that helps iron it down. Oh god, I just knocked over my sanguinator. Oh no, it wasn't. It was. Oh, I don't know where they are. They could be anywhere. Damn it. Where are my towels? Or my towels? Is it in there? Ah, stuff's gonna fall. Hang on a second. Let's see if I can. Ah! Something fell. What was that? That was a bit of sprue. That's okay. In the sprue goo pot with you. Okay, maybe they're not in this cupboard, or they're behind all that. No, I feel like they're in a square tub. I feel like they're in a square tub, not a round tub. Let me check. Ah, here we are. This could be it. Here we go. Ah, yeah, here we go. Okay, I want to kick around an idea. I've found them. So, I like towel, but I don't like certain bits about them. So, you know the I want to call them crisis suits, right? You know the crisis suits? So I'm making mine a little bit different. So let me just show this idea. So these are my crisis suits, right? So they look like this. Now, I know you're thinking, hang on, they've got no heads. But what I'm doing is I'm treating this visor as the head. That's the little peep slot, and this little thing here, that's the nugget where the little towel sits, right in there. So the head bit won't be a head at all. It's going to have the various weapon attachments on, and then so what I'm doing with the guns, what I decided to do with the guns is to magnetize them and put them on like this. You see that? So I have the guns on like that. So they still have the jump pack capability. The thrusters look like that, but I wanted more mechanical than. Hang on, I've got some more guns in here, and I'm doing it with the big boys as well. I've got a couple of the big boys, but I haven't finished those. I love these guys, and I'm going to do it with those as well. But so I've got 3 of these. But hang on, let me see if I can pull out some more guns. So I've done all the guns, but again, this is with my old abilities of magnets. So they look like this. So that's kind of what I went for. More mech than. So they're quite wide at the top, but I thought they look okay. I'm not sure, but yeah. So that's my towel. I'm a bit behind on those. I have not. Because they're because they've got a lot of weapon options, a lot of magnetization going on. But yeah, I do like towel. I love how small the rank and file are. I love the size of them because towel should be tiddly. You know, if you put a towel next to a Terminator, you know they should be tiddly. But I also like that everyone hates towel. It kind of makes me want to play them in games. Yeah, exactly. The slot like on a Dreadnought. Yeah, so it's like a little War Walker rather than a little Robo suit. Ah, no, you're welcome. I like talking about the hobby. Like, I'm just happy that I found them. I make that mistake too often. I'll mention something and then I can't track them down. Oh, uh, yeah, it sucks when that happens. Hey, Adam. Yeah, the streaming's new. It's because I know I've tried to stream, um, loads over the years, but I haven't been able to figure out the old OBS Studio settings, and something wasn't right. But with this YouTube streaming, I just happened to get a new phone, and I accidentally stumbled across that you can just press go, and it just goes. Um, so yeah, for the past month, we've just celebrated our 1 month birthday, and I tell you what, streaming is very different to how I was thinking it was going to be. Once you get over that initial hump, uh, which, by the way, I heavily recommend blue tacking over how many people are watching the stream, and the likes and the donations. Just cover that all up with a bit of blue tack. It influences you too hard. Don't even do it. But yeah, there's Discord servers up. Ironically, in this stream, I didn't bother putting the link in this stream. I was like, I need to get started. Don't even bother. But if you go to any of the other streams, there's a high probability, 98%, I'd say, chance that I do have a permanent invite link in those. So the Discord is still up. What I've kind of been hoping with streaming, right? Yeah, but the Discord server is still very much up. Yeah, I've been thinking about streaming, and the thing is, I tell you what, you'll know, guys, when if things ever blow up, right? You'll know it when you see me streaming a game. You know, table's doing all right, right? If you see me streaming a game, then you know that things are going good, right? That's the benchmark. And of course, if I get approached by GW to be a I don't even know, content affiliate or whatever you want to call it. If either of those things happen, you can say, "Oh, Table's okay. He's doing all right. Good for Table." But yeah, that's just me. But that's what's going on. So, and the good news is I'm getting loads of painting done. I figured, like, you know how channels, they get popular for a game, and then the game gets less popular, and then the channel dies. You kind of see it everywhere. I was like, you know what? I'm not chasing games. I'm just gonna live stream something that I do anyway, which is painting models. So I'm gonna paint models regardless. So why not combine it? You know, combine hobbies. Now there's normally an elusive purity seal somewhere around here. Oh, there's the skull on the wrist. Oh. Okay. Okay, so at the moment, it would just be I just play what's got its hooks into me. At the moment, I can't stop playing Arc Raiders. I kind of love it and hate it at the same time. Um, the Warhammer, the plan originally was to stream. Okay, that's another benchmark, right? If you see me streaming, me actually playing the tabletop game Warhammer, and I've got a different camera, not just a phone camera, and something else is different about it, then again you can know that table's doing all right. I want to move into playing the rules. The issue is that how do I work it with the phone camera? This space isn't the biggest. It's not the biggest space. So I'd have to take it all out to set up the board. So I've got a little bit of an issue with that. I don't know how that's going to manifest, but I figure we stick at it. We'll see how it goes. Low Watts 123 when we used to game together. Well, that's interesting. But yeah, so games wise, I like the idea of Warhammer Total War. But again, if you're seeing me streaming games successfully, something's changed. You know, something's happened. So at the moment, it's very much paint models and see if things take off. If not, paint models, you know. Paint models is regardless of success. The models will get painted, which is the lovely thing. If that makes sense. It really is. It's wonderful. I love painting models. I absolutely love painting models. It's just so fun. Ah, yeah, the rattling. Yes, please. Yeah, if you could, that would be great. Pictures of painted models is very welcome. Because, as I always say, struggling with colour schemes is my biggest thing. So, looking at other people's models really does help me with ideas. So, not outright ripping off, although, you know, I'd be the first to admit I would steal someone's idea if it was really good. I'd give you credit, but I would rob the colour scheme. But, but yeah, it really helps because I get so stuck on colour schemes. Oh, hey, yeah, I've done a ball. Excellent. Right, let's find some ink. Yeah, I had stopped, essentially. I'd stopped, and then last February, I got a random message saying, hey, it's YouTube, your views and watched hours has dropped below the minimum to be YouTube partner. So if you can get the figures up by the end of February, then it's all good. If not, then we'll turn it off. And I thought to myself, hey, that's like a little goal. That's a little mission I can do. So I got really into it. I was doing that. And I hit that goal. And I was just like, oh, well, I don't know what else I'm doing. And like I said, there was no intention to do streaming. Hey, go. And it just kind of happened. Because when I was spending money to make the videos and make the shorts, I was like, this isn't the fun way of doing things. It shouldn't be costing money to do this. And there was a lot of stuff behind the scenes with getting videos sorted out and processed and then uploaded. But the fun thing about streaming is that you turn it on and you can just do the thing. You can just do the thing that you want to do. So it's really helpful for someone who's as time poor as I am, that you can just do that. You can just slot it into a part of the day, and it's really, really useful. So yeah. So total accident as well. The irony of accidentally becoming a live streamer isn't lost on me. I'm most amused. And if it does, if let's just say everything did blow up, right, then it happened by fluke. It happened by accident, which again is quite bonkers to me. But also the irony is most delicious if it did. So who knows, you know? But at the moment, it's really helping me out learning how to talk again. I've got a bit weird, a little bit of a hermit. So it gets me out. Even though it's online, it gets me out of the house, if that makes sense. I know the irony, I'm sitting in a cupboard on my own, but I'm talking. I'm engaging in conversation, and hopefully it will stop the weirdness from setting in anymore. And it also combines my hobbies of YouTubing and painting. So it's kind of like super good. And it's also really helped with my mood as well. So it's kind of like all over lovely. I don't know where I'm going with this conversation, but it's a really nice accident to have happened, frankly. And I never saw that coming. Never saw that coming when I started. So it's just all over lovely. Or you could just tell us about it right now, Adam. We're all right here now. I wouldn't mind hearing some adventures. If you're willing to type it, I'm listening right now. That would be lovely, you know? It's both cool and aggravating that these guys get the easy to paint open poses and variations of classical Space Marine design. Like, could that not have been done for anything else? Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I get you. I mean, but a lot of my Terminators are the generic Leviathan Terminators. I don't actually own a box of the interchangeable bits Terminators. These are actually all Leviathan Terminators. So, yeah, there is that. Although I do have a box of Deathwing. One of these is a set of Deathwing guys, but 90% they're the Leviathan ones. Because I was able to get them cheap. You know, Leviathan box came out, and I was able to snuffle up loads of cheap Terminators. And I couldn't stop myself. I was like, oh, there's another pack of 5. Get them cheap. And I just kept snuffling Terminators. I couldn't get enough of them. I was like, I want 100. But I was able to eventually stop myself. Well, I didn't stop myself. I ran out of money. So that's how it stopped me. But thank God it did, because I was snuffling them up. There was a period where I couldn't stop buying stuff. When the next bunch of stuff. What next bunch of stuff? Bunch of Tau stuff? And let's have a look at the story. Alright, let's tell the story about the time I had a wanted poster circulated and was then arrested for misuse of a computer, unauthorized access to public infrastructure, and fair evasion. Adam, what have you been doing? You little felon? You little wanted criminal? Oh, 11th edition. Yeah, that will be out in no time. They do like pumping out their editions. Yeah, I like to pick up the new editions when they come out. Boop. Oh, fluff that up a little bit. Oh, well that sucks. Yeah, there's only one GW in Finland, and luckily I live like 2 kilometers from it, so that's rather convenient for me. They won't sell it for cheap, will they? This is GW we're talking about. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to go in and ask them, to be honest. I reckon the staff will be Last Days of Rome schnuffling stuff up as and when they can. Copy and paste it into a text document and give us it in chunks, Adam, you little criminal, you. So I was said published see transit cards and discover ones in my town. My Fair Classics with balance and concession type both stored on the card. So I decided to modify my transit card to give me contractor perms. I also discovered the same card would let me into newly built and unopened train stations. So your boy did a little urban exploring. Okay, so you are actually committing crimes. Yeah, you're actually doing crime. Some urban exploring. So you're looking at new train stations? Okay. The balls on you to do that. Could not sneak into a newly constructed place. But I guess if you just looked like you belonged. But that's, I mean, the size of your balls must be just... How did you even get in the station? Jesus. I mean, it's good to have a hobby, you know? If anything, I'm impressed. Do you have a job working for the transit company now? Were they so impressed with your sneaking in that they're like, hey, you want to come work for us? A plant nursery. Plant nursery moonlighting as an urban explorer. That's crazy. That's exciting, man. That is... my life is not that exciting. I mean, there's the only thing remotely cool that I did was I left... I took a boat to Spain with a half packet of polos to go live in the mountains. That was interesting. Yeah, I had part of a euro because I bought the pack of polos on the boat and half a pack of polos because I ate some on the boat. But that was an interesting time. Wait, Adam, you vanished from the internet for 3 years because you were in prison? Or you weren't allowed to use the internet? Are you a convicted criminal? Oh man, I'm so curious. I'm so invested in this story. Why? What's going on? Why 3 years? I'm just making coffee. I just walked off without saying. Whoop. Oh man, you're on parole. Okay, here's my biggest question. Don't know many criminals, frankly. Was it worth it? It's such a good story. Was it worth the parole and no internets? You're probably better off than having no internet. You got to do other stuff. Yeah. Good for you, man. It sounds like you didn't hurt anyone, you know? Oh, there you go. It does sound like you didn't hurt anyone, so I ain't got an issue with that. You didn't take advantage of anyone, you just kind of wandered around new stations. See you later, Dark. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the help with the fabric on the Steelers. I'm gonna get some work done on those as well for next time. I will. Yeah, I'll speak to you soon, buddy. Right, that was the kettle boiling. Yeet. I'm just gonna get my coffee. Oh, plan on keep bashing a bunch of random stuff together into creatures from media I really like. Biggest plans are Saints and Angels of the Silt versus a Brillo whale from South Scrimshaw. I don't even know what any of that is. Sounds interesting. Ugh. How would I? What? Well, I don't know. I don't know how I can even find out about that. Photos of the kit bashing when you're done. I do enjoy kit bashing stuff. That coffee was way too hot. Ow. Okay, it sounds like they're going to be amazing kit bashes. Sounds like it could also be Chaos Demons. Offworld Trading's multiplayer server is done. It's down and has been for over 6 months. Yeah, it is not possible to play Offworld Trading multiplayer. I think it's a permanent shutdown, but they claim it's temporary. But yeah, so no is the answer. I can't play Offworld, which sucks ass. Thanks, Matt. Catch you later. Let me know how the glue gun stuff works, because if it is useful, I might try using a glue gun, because those things are pretty cheap. But yeah, catch you later. Have fun at work. Yeah, Adam, it's done and gone and done. It's a shame. I like that game. You know, it's amazing that I could play a game where I never lost a match, you know, and it's all documented. All my matches were played in videos, and I won every single one. So, you know, it's quite a track record for a game. You know, I don't know anyone else in the world who's got a 100% win rate and it's all documented. You know, truly a legend of the game. In fact, that's why they shut down the multiplayer servers. They're like, Table, you're too good. You've put off the entire community playing the game because you always win and no one else gets a chance. So we're just going to shut the game down. Congratulations. Here's a reward of 13,000 euros. Yeah, it's a shame. They'd shut it down. And they had to open a local hospital. They opened a brand new wing to the hospital for losers fatigue, where people were manifesting physical symptoms from the amount of emotional damage done by losing constantly to me in OTC. True story, that. Plural. Two brothers. Two brothers. Yeah, they're both going really well. They're both doing really well for themselves. I'm not jealous, but I would like it if our successes were a little bit more even. I'm kind of the shit one, which is unfortunate. I just wish we were a little bit closer in balance. But I am also very happy for them. One of them is about to start a brand new job, which is ridiculous. He's going to go out to Dubai. They've agreed to all of his prerequisites, which was he had to have a house with a pool and stuff like this, and they've agreed he's going to earn like 10 years UK salary in 5. It's just shockingly good fortune for him. But he's always been very good with numbers, and he totally deserves every ounce of success. So I'm super pleased for him. He's got a wealthy guy laugh as well now, so he's been fine for a while. He's been doing great. And my other brother is my other brother does something to do with electricity. I'm pretty sure he something to do with a selection of buildings in London that he's responsible for. I don't know exactly what it is, but he makes good bank. So, but I don't know the specifics. Yeah, good for them. You know, good for them. So I'm super pleased. The only the only thing that's not even a thing, because I don't compare myself in those terms, is that I can curl the most weight. But that's nothing, is it? That's absolutely nothing. Plus, I'm not like that macho bravado kind of like I lift stuff heavier than you, because I think it's an entirely personal thing. You're only competing with yourself, and to brag against other people it just kind of makes you sound like a bit of a dog shit person. But if I was that way inclined, that's literally the only thing I could say, which is just would make me sound like a twat, you know? So I don't do that. Is there a purity seal hiding on this one? I love these pads. These pads are beautiful. I really, really like those. I wish I had more of those. Okay. As far as being in shape, I couldn't tell you if I'm in shape. I've stuck at it. I I would say it's not saying a lot. I would say I'm in the best shape I've ever been in, but I mean, like you wouldn't think it to look at me. You'd just be like, that's just a dude, you know. But I've been doing it pretty consistently. I got recently into well, not recently now, about 4 months ago, into deadlifting. I quite like deadlifting, although it's still punishing me. It's just if you want to know how out of shape you are, try doing some deadlifts, because it sure tells you. It continues to be horrendous, but exercise is meant to be, you know? It's meant to be rough. So yeah, still ticking by. Getting my dumbbells was one of the best purchases I've ever done, though. Because I can't go to a gym, but a pair of dumbbells has really been super useful. But I will say this about exercise, right? Oh, Jesus. I broke it. I think the car broke it. That's rough, buddy. That is super rough. Here's my favourite saying for exercising. What's a really good motivator? Because I have to kind of talk myself into exercising each and every time. But someone said to me, I'm just trying to impress the guy in the mirror. And I love that saying so much. I'm just trying to impress the guy in the mirror. Ah, it's so good. I love that one. Yeah, cars tend to win on those in those situations. I'm really sorry that you got crunched bones. Crunched bones. God, that's compassionate of me. I'm sorry your bones crunched. Oh God. Yeah, I love that saying. Impress the guy in the mirror. Crunchy bones is bad. Ah, bleh. Spaghetti legs. Ah, bleh. Oh God. I mean, you brought it up. I don't want you to revisit your trauma, but I don't want to bring that. You know, I don't want to. I don't want to force you to relive it. But you mentioned it, so I don't feel so bad. Actually, you brought it up. But spaghetti legs is bleh. You remember that scene in Harry Potter where Harry has his wrist bones removed? Looked remarkably similar. Vaguely, yes. I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan, but my wife is, so I kind of absorb it through osmosis. Yeah. Um, was his wrist broken? Didn't Malfoy stamp on it? Isn't that how it happened? I forget. To be honest, my favourite Harry Potter thing is the Flash Gets animation. You know, when he's like, Wingardium Leviosa. Oh, no, actually, that's not my favourite thing. Voldemort is my favourite guy. I think he's one. That guy, what was it, Ray Fiennes? What a job he did. And I do like chasing my wife with a spoon or something and shouting, hang on, I got to do it. I got to do it justice. I should hold my paintbrush as a wand. Avada Kedavra! I don't say it like that. He doesn't say it like that. Avada Kedavra! No, I'm fucking it up. But yeah, I like that. That's my favourite one. Avada Kedavra! That's a little closer. I can't do it.
Harry Potter is dead.
I can't do the impression. I'm not a Harry Potter fan. It's not a good impression. Not a good impression. But my heart was in it, so...
Harry Potter is dead.
Brown. I need a brown paint. Hey, we should try the army painter browns. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can find one. Oh, hello. Burlap sack. Burlap sack. There we go. We'll try that. Thanks, Adam. Harpy feathers. Ooh, hey. Here we go. Let's go burlap sack and harpy feather highlights. Let's see how we get on with those. I'm going to go for it. Now, listen to this sound, right? Does it sound like there's a ball bearing in there? I get the impression there might be. I feel like there might be something in there. No worries. Feed the furry gremlins. That could mean literally anything. That's terrifying. Sweet. I'm definitely going to cut these out and take the ball bearings when I'm done with them. Yeah, I mean, I've been putting... See that? That means when there's a black squiggle on my paint, it means I put a ball bearing in it, so... Oh, spray cans! I should crack open and use spray cans as well, get the ball bearing out of those too. Oh, cats. I love cats, man. Can't have just one. You need to have two cats, though. This has got no pigment in. I need to mix something in it. Let's whack in any brown. Let's try adding some Skeleton Horde contrast to see if we can't add some pigment. It's not pigmenty enough. Or is it? Maybe it is, actually. No, there's literally nothing coming out pigment-wise. I need to mix some brown in there. Any brown at this point. Bugman's, no. I don't have a brown to hand. Let's check the shelves. A brown? Agarax, Technical, Sandry. Oh! Technical. Stalin Murd. Dang it, it's not a brown. Oh, here's a brown. It's an ink. Christ, I need a brown. Okay, I'm going to add some Bugman's. I'm going to add some Bugman's Glow just because I have it available. See if I can't... Oh, but this paint's crud as well. Oh, it looks more flesh than brown now. Let's go for it. Let's try it. Mr. Hat, hello. Mr. Hat, quite a nice name. Oh yeah, it definitely looks fleshy now. But maybe fleshy's okay. Let's just whack this on. Just need to change the colour a little bit. You know what? These trousers might actually work. They look quite patchy, quite mucky. I could live with that. I could live with that. Up you go there. Do you know what another good background film is? Clear and Present Danger. That's a great background film. I should have probably gone over this with a white first, maybe, because painting over the black is going to make it look streaky. It's going to be tough to build that up. Maybe with enough browns it can work. I'm going to be honest, these 70% off paints, they don't seem particularly good so far. They seem like they don't have enough pigment in them. I'm not really a multiple coats kind of guy, you know. Man, it's quiet in here. Beep. There's some backrooms type. What kind of shit is that? Was there just nothing? Well, I mean, no one was talking, so I'm not gonna just. I wasn't talking. I was just concentrating on painting. It's a bit of paper because look, there's a lovely little display. Like there's a lovely little. But the trouble is, the phone focuses on the background, so I can't. So I have to have a bit of paper. So yeah, that's what I gotta do. So it's yeah, sorry, it's just because the phone camera couldn't stop deciding whether to focus on the model or on the frigging background. So we had to do away with the background. I've hung up a bit of paper with some masking tape. Look, it's just masking tape to the ceiling. That's it. But it works. It does the job. You can see here I got a little overzealous with the painting there. Oh yeah, like that. I did that again, but yeah, that's what I did by accident. But oh, Jeff Dav, thank you. People here. Good. See ya. Thanks. Appreciate ya. Fuck you. Why does my brain do this? Why does my brain do this? Well, hopefully Victor left before he heard that. Hopefully he's already gone. I don't know what I was thinking with that goodbye. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking at all. But hopefully he went. Hopefully he went before he heard that. Hi, Jab Dab. Nice to see you, bud. You're more than welcome to stop by and say hi. I really appreciate that. Actually, that's really nice because it was super quiet. And I just I was slipping into the just paint and not talk mode. I was going that way. I'm edge highlighting this for absolutely no reason. But yeah, I hope they don't make that, YouTube doesn't make that my highlight of me saying bye to Victor, as I did. Oh, there's a little bit of brown on the tail. I need to rub that off. Well, say bye before you go, Jav. You know, just let me know that you've gone, so I'm not just talking to myself, like, and thinking you're still here. Oop. Ash! A new name. Hello. Who are you? I fear change. Who are you? Tell me who you are. What are you doing? I'm just painting some Gene Steelers and some Terminators. That's all I'm doing. I'm getting it's getting a little jaunty. The chat's not progressing at a pace where I can interact with it, so I'm just going to shut my mouth for a sec and see if someone types. Malaysia. Malaysia. What's the weather like in Malaysia? I've never been. Malaysia? I think it's Malaysia. God, I'm so not cultured. But in my defence, I'm a guy who sits in a cupboard, you know. So Ashreer. I said Ash, but Ashreer. Yeah, nickname. 2030. What's going to happen in 2030? Why 2030? I'm intrigued. Do you have a personal plan that you intend to accomplish before 2030? Or is it just numbers that you liked, 20 and then 30? I'm super curious now. This brown has worked out lovely. Ah, okay. Oh, that's a shame. I was hoping we could... Should we make up a story now? Let's say by the year 2030, your intention is to have completed your 15th hate crime. You're into your hate crimes. You want to get 15 under your belt before 2030. That's the new law of your life. We've decided. You're into your hate crimes. Originally, yes. Originally, I'm from a place called Plymouth, which is a wonderful part of the world if ever you get to visit, especially if you cross the River Tamar into Cornwall. I'm very much a Cornishman. In fact, so much so. Hang on a second. Wait there. Don't go. I've got something to show. Hang on. Wait. I gotta get it. Hang on. Give me a sec. I've got my own. Where is it? It's here. It's here. Hang on. So yeah, I recently visited the UK, and I couldn't go there without getting this. Whee! This is it. Cornwall, Cornwall, we love you, Cornwall. Cornwall wants to be its own country, so they've even got their own flag, the white cross on a black background. That's Cornwall. Wonderful part of the world. I love it. Cornwall, it's like the little crippled leg bit. Southwest, England. Just type in, go to Google Maps now and type in Cornwall. Corn and wall, basically. CORNWALL. Just type that in. Corn and wall. Cornwall, and it will show you. Sort of. It's kind of below Wales. Below and more west. If you type in Land's End as well, you'd get Cornwall too. You know what? These trousers are working out. I'm just going to put in a little token bit in there. There we go. Just going to boost up this colour, but I'm going to make it deliberately patchy. I don't want it to look too uniform, and I'm going to go over it with an ink, and then I'll go over it with a lighter brown. I think it's called an abhorrent. It's Genestealer Colts. I think it's an abhorrent. Just been painting those in stream, and I've been putting some work in on my Terminators as well. Been doing some of those. But yeah, that's what we've been doing at the moment. You've not really been on stream. You haven't been in stream, so let me show you some other stuff I've got to hand. I've been doing some Tyranids. There's my Hive Tyrant. And just breaking my Hive Tyrant. And I've been working on this guy, my Dante. There he is. I think he looks pretty tasty, but I've got stuck on the wings. Deciding the colours is the hardest thing, but I'm very pleased with him. I can't believe I actually painted that, to be honest. So yeah, that's where we're at. And I've got some ogres down here. Let me show you one that's kind of ready. I'll be working on these guys. Got some ogres for Old World going on. That's kind of what I've got going on at the moment. So it's kind of cool. Thanks, Ash. Well, I mean, like, hopefully, because what I've been enjoying is I've been building up lore about people, and if this is the only time you're going to be here, then just be aware that I am going to try to remember you and the fact that you're into war crimes. So you're going to become, hopefully I'll be able to make you part of the lore, but really You have to kind of turn up with some regularity so that my silly fish brain doesn't forget people. But if this is the only time you're here, rest assured, there's a place on the internet where you are known for your love of hate crimes. There's a place on the internet where that's how you're perceived, that you like hate crimes. So if we never see you again, just, from time to time, just remember that and be like, oh yeah, there's a place on the internet where I'm like that. People think I'm like that. Right, let's put a little bit more brown. And then just a little bit of Bugman's just to finish off, just to top up the colours on those ones. It's not exactly the brown I was looking for, but hey, I might need some time to digest yet. Yeah, sure, yeah, go ahead. Just digest away. Don't want to get on the wrong side of you. Don't want to be one of your hate crime victims. So whatever you want, buddy. I'm not trying to upset you. That's for sure. Whatever you want to do is fine by me. I'm sorry. Don't hate crime me. I don't know where I'm going with this joke, but it's a thing now. This is a little bit more brown. That's good, but again, I don't want it totally. Right, I've got quite a bit of leftover brown, so I think I'm gonna use this on some ogre trousers, as I have some. Ah, shit! Oh no! Where did that brush land? Immediately dropped it. We've made some really good progress in today's stream. I'm super pleased with the progress. Oh, hello. Ah, that's too much. I got to wipe that off. That's too much. Oh, I've got some Necrons as well. Here, there's some Necron stuff that you might not have seen. There's my Necrons. I wanted them to look like spooky ghosts. So, yeah, there's one of my Necrons. And I wanted something just nice and easy to paint as well. That's why the Necrons look like that. I wanted an army that was just fun. Super, super easy to do. Well, that's too fleshy. You know what, I'll just put this paint on, but that will have to be redone as a brown. That's too fleshy. Yeah. Right. Yeah, it's not enough brown, too much flesh. Okay, let's have a look. What can we do next? I've got these guys, but I've only got 3 of them ready to go. I was thinking of trying slap chop on the orc skin because it seems to look quite right, but the issue with dry brushing is that it looks like dry brushing. So I've got him. I've also got I've got this mucky Tyrannid down here. It looks like it's been painted once, but it's really old paint. But I might give it a go actually. It's a really old coat, but I don't think whoever painted this originally. I think we might give it a go actually. Let's pop a little bit of. Let's see if I can find Carrion Crimson easily. Jakari Violet. Ah, yeah, here we go. Carrioburg Crimson. Carrioburg Crimson. So when I ink my Tyrannids, it kind of shows me, I like to use a bigger brush, something that's not in too good condition, so that I can see it where it bleeds onto the armor panels is kind of like where my painting will go as well. So let's just put this on. And then wherever it... So I'm just going to be a bit casual with it. Not so casual that I completely annihilate all of the armour, but just in places where it does. Oh, these models are so pretty. I also don't know where this Tyrannid comes from. He's got his own kind of base, custom base, but I don't know where this Tyrannid is from, what kit it's in, or anything like that. It's kind of interesting. And I got these just as a freebie in the box of models that I bought, so it was a nice little accident. I've actually got 2 like this, and I think their pose is just fantastic. It looks quite predatory, like a little raptor, and I really, really like that. Hey, Longinus, one of those. So you're morning, so you could be UK. It's still morning technically in UK. Wonder where in the world you are. I would say you're UK, saying good morning to everybody. It's very polite. There we go. Oh, so good. Such a good model. Whoop. Right, it's time to peel off the blue tack. 3 people, 6 likes. Pretty good. Pretty good. If you're one of the people who are on here that haven't left a like and you have enjoyed what you've seen here over the past couple of hours, by all means, please do. I know people do anyway. If you like it, people just click it. But I like to ask at the end of the stream anyway, just in case. But yeah, that's us done for today. So with the weekend, the plan is that once the kids are in bed, I will be on in the evenings. So it won't be a daytime stream on the weekends. It will be an evening stream. And hopefully, if everything goes to plan, it allows us the opportunity to go over the 2 hours if things go really well. So if we're making good progress and there's a lot of chit-chat going on, then I can go longer with the stream, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone who was here. A lot of you have already gone, but you had stuff to do. But for those of you still here, for everyone, they don't have to be here for me to say thanks. I'm waffling, but I will see you again tomorrow. And thanks for cheering me up. All right, I'll catch you later, guys. Bye. Love you. Bye.